predator, not like a stranger. He knocked like a man arriving on time for dinner, like we'd planned this, like we hadn't already blurred the line between worship and surrender. I opened the door without asking who it was, because I knew. I knew by the rhythm of the knock, the weight in the air, the quiet waiting behind the wood. He stood there, unmasked, no gloves, no blood, just Jay, and for the first time, I saw him as he was, human, haunted, not gentle but not monstrous either, something in between. And I said, "You're late." He didn't answer. He just lifted the wine bottle in his hand like an offering. I stepped aside and let him in. I had cooked. Nothing extravagant. Stir-fried vegetables, rice, a pot of soup that had simmered for hours even though I hadn't touched the stove all day. My hands moved on their own. I wasn't sure if I was feeding him or if I was preparing a ritual. Maybe both. We sat across from each other, 2 chairs, 1 small table, 1 candle between us. The silence stretched, but it didn't press. It just filled the space, soft and inevitable, like breath. We didn't speak for 20 minutes. And then, I asked the question that had been circling in my head for days. Will you ever stop killing for me? His eyes didn't flinch. His voice was colder than the wine in his glass.
No.
I nodded, because I already knew. And then I asked something worse. And if I asked you to kill me? His hand tensed around the stem of the glass, but he didn't look away.
Only when you finally love me enough to belong to me forever.
I didn't flinch either. I didn't smile. But I said, I think I'm getting there. There was no relief in his eyes, only reverence, as if I'd just given him permission to complete something holy. In the corner of the room, beneath a heavy curtain, leaned something tall and veiled. A painting, maybe. A gift. A threat. I hadn't asked about it, but I would. Eventually. Because some part of me wanted to see what he saw. What he'd already painted of me. I poured more wine. He watched me closely. And for the first time I felt his gaze not as a weight, but as a home.